This court to order, November 19, 2024. So I rise. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your blessings for us. As it gives no wisdom, we go about our deliberations today. We thank you for all the providing us today. Amen. I've got an eviction here at 11 right here. Y'all have to be part of that. All right, public comments this morning, anything from the public? All right, number 5, discuss and take action regarding the canvassing of the November 5th, 2024 general election.
Commissioner,
Good morning. Good morning.
we're finally here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, give the registered voters in precincts and then how many voted for early and election day. And then just do a grand total for each candidate. So, registered voters for precinct 1 is 1930, precinct 3, 386, precinct 4, 1733, precinct 5, 154, precinct 6, 783, precinct 7, 200, precinct 8, 887. For early voting in precinct 1, votes who voted was 1,068, precinct 2, 698, precinct 3, 116, precinct 4, 879, precinct 5, 31, precinct 6, 237, precinct 7, 45, and precinct 8, 340. For election day, precinct 1 voted 216, precinct 2, 125, precinct 3, 163, precinct 4, 176, precinct 5, 59, precinct 2, 90, precinct 7, 57, and precinct 8, 110. And then the grand total for precinct 1 was 1283, precinct 2, 823, precinct 3, 282, precinct 4, 1065, precinct 5, 90, precinct 6, 527, precinct 7, 112, and precinct 8, 450, for a grand total of 4,622 voted. We had 59 provisionals received, however, only 10 cents count due to various reasons, most of them being that they were not registered in Brewster County before the deadline. For United States President, we're going to be early voting 1,913. Election day, 632, for a grand total of 2,545. Kamala Harris, 1,438 for her voting. Election day, 531, for a grand total of 1,969. Chase Oliver, early voting 19, election day 21, for a grand total of 40. Jill Stein, 13 for early voting, 9 for election day, for a grand total of 22. We had one eligible write-in for early voting, and that was early voting was precinct 8 was Peter Sonsky, and then for precinct 5 eligible write-in was McKibben was the last name. No, not for this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, she's correct. Claudia. That was for election day. For a total of 2 eligible write-ins. United States Senator Ted Cruz, 1,854 for early voting, 568 for election day, for a grand total of 2,422. Colin Albright, 1448 for early voting, 560 for election day, with a grand total of 298. Ted Brown, 64 for early voting, 60 for election day, and 124 grand total. There were no write-ins for that. U.S. Representative District 23, Tony Gonzalez for early voting, 1,918. Election day, 666 for a grand total of 2,584. S. Limon, early voting, 1,314. Election day was 476 for a grand total of 1,790. Texas Railroad Commission, Quincy Braddock, for early voting was 1,735. Election day, 531 for a grand total of 2,266. Catherine Colbert, early voting, 1,296. Election day, 468 for a grand total of 1,500, or I'm sorry, 1,764. Clark Dunlap, early voting, 130. Election day, 76 for a grand total of 206. Eddie Espinoza, early voting, 97. Election day, 65 for a grand total of 162. Richard McKibben, nothing for early voting, 1 for election day for a grand total of 1. Justice Supreme Court place 2, Jimmy Blacklock, early voting, 1,860. Election day, 606 for a grand total of 2,466. Deshaun Jones, early voting, 1,389. Election day, 524 for a grand total of 1,913. Justice Supreme Court place 4, John Devine, 1,807 for early voting. Election day, 585 for a grand total of 2,392. Christine Williams, early voting, 1,391. Election day, 533 for a grand total of 1,924. Justice Supreme Court place 6, James Lamb, early voting, 1,761. Election day, 540, and grand total of 2,301. Lonnie Goldstein, early voting, 1,343. Election day, 479, for a grand total of 1,822. J. David Robinson, early voting, 121. Election day, 95, for a grand total of 260. Presiding judge for criminal appeals, David Schmidt, early voting, 1,811. Election day, 562 for a grand total of 2,393. Holly Taylor, early voting, 1,362. Election day, 508 for a grand total of 1,870. Judge Court of Criminal Appeals place 7. Tina Parker for early voting, 1,844. Election day, 594 for a grand total of 2,438. Nancy Mulder for early voting, 1,353. Election day, 499 for a grand total of 1,862. Judge Court of Criminal Appeals place 8. Lee Simmons, early voting, 1,831. Election day, 602 for a grand total of 2,433. Chica Anaya, we got to find that her name, but early voting, 1,332. Election day, 490 for a grand total of 1,822. Member State Board of Education, District 1, Michael Travis Stevens, early voting, 1,792. Election day, 584 for a grand total of 2,376. Gustavo Revenue, 1371 for early voting, 509 for election day for a grand total of 816. District 29, Cedar Blanco, for early voting, 1,689. Election day, 571 for a grand total of 2,260. State Representative District 74, Robert Garza, early voting, 1,762. Early election day, 580 for a grand total of 2,344. Eddie Morales, early voting, 1,454. Election day, 550 for a grand total of 2,004. Chief Justice, 8th Court of Appeals District on expired term, Maria Solis Mendoza, early voting, 1,762. Election day, 2 for a total of 2,498. Justice, 8th Court of Appeals District, 2, Lisa Soto, early voting, 1,774. Election day, 709 for a grand total of 2,483. Justice, 8th Court of Appeals District, 3, in Halifax, Early voting, 1,752. Election day, 694, for a grand total of 2,445. District judge, 394, judicial district, Monty Kendall. Early voting, 2,173. Election day, 756, for a grand total of 22,921. District Attorney, 83rd Judicial District, Corey Tucker White, for early voting, 2024. Election day, 701, for a grand total of 2725. County Attorney, Mayor Paul Aguilar, Skelton, early voting, 2,224. Election day, 779, for a grand total of 3,003. County Sheriff, Ron Johnson, early voting, 2,463. Election day, 937, for a grand total of 3,400. County tax assessor, Sylvia Vega. Early voting, 2,099. Election day, 820, for a grand total of 2,919. Commissioner Precinct 1, Jim Westerman, 781 for early voting. Number 8 for election day, for a total of 939. Commissioner Precinct 3, Bruce Ortega, early voting 748, election day 291 for a grand total of 639. 748 or 348. Okay. Let's do that one again. Commissioner Precinct 3, early voting 348, 291 for election day and 639 for total. I'll look at some, I know, we're all beginning to run together. Okay, and then last but not least, Constable Precinct 1, Romeo Rene Barr Jr. Early voting, 1,920. Election day, 428, for a grand total of 2,348. And I know that you have the Marathon School District and the Queens Alpine election results listed for your review. We do not know that.
I'm going to check, it's really, function of, I'm going to check function of the day.
I'll second. Motion in second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Aye. We already won't have all the water.
And comment, some of them is relationship. I need to make a comment. My comment is this election, we have that city propositions on there. It took us quite the time to do everything because of that. We didn't have any help from any of the city officials or any of their workers coming out. So I do want to send that comment. Also, there's legislation for proposal that will make their mandatory. So all city elections will be brought together with county elections. So that they brought before legislature this year. So I just want everybody to be aware of that, and maybe all your legislators and anybody who's county. It's not.
Thank you. All right, thanks, Mark. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 6. Discuss and take action on a resolution of support for the county motor fuel tax exemption. This just came across my desk. There's a movement, there's a bill in the House that's been proposed to exempt county Texas motor fuel taxes for counties. And right now that exemption applies for volunteer fire departments and nonprofit EMS services and other government entities, but it does not apply to counties. We pay 20 cents per gallon Texas motor fuel tax, and that would come back to us. My calculation is it's not a ton of money to Bristol County, probably $15,000, but $15,000. We'll take it. And so, they've asked for our support in a resolution. The attack, so. That's a motion.
Yes.
Motion to, support the Texas Motor Fuel Tax exemption for counties. Second.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second, any discussion? Sample resolutions right there, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, number 7. You want me to read it? Let me read it. Whereas Texas counties are the action arm of the state government responsible for the operation and management of many various state government programs. As required or authorized by state law, and whereas Texas counties provide essential state services to constituents at the local level, which are fully or partially supported with funds dispersed by the state of Texas pursuant to the state appropriation process. And whereas Texas counties provide emergency management services to the citizens of the state of Texas and serve as first responders during disasters, declare roads, and provide life-saving rescue and recovery support to local, regional, state, and federal agencies. And whereas the rising cost of fuel have a significant impact on county budgets, and whereas the state of Texas has authorized a motor fuel tax exemption for volunteer fire departments which partner with Texas counties to provide life-saving fire response and mitigation to the citizens of Texas, and whereas the state of Texas has authorized a motor fuel tax exemption to Texas public schools for motor fuel taxes, which help reduce expenses to local school districts and alleviate the impact of local school property taxes. And whereas exempting Texas motor fuel taxes for Texas counties will reduce tax churn in the state and further alleviate the impact of local county property taxes to the citizens of Texas. Now therefore be it resolved that the Bristol County Commissioner Court does hereby resolve that for the foregoing reasons, it is in the best interest of Texas counties and their taxpayers to support and favor passage of legislation that exempts counties from certain motor fuel taxes, approved and adopted by the Bristol County Commissioner Court this day, 19th November 2024. Everybody?
Yeah. Do we make a comment?
Yes, if you want to.
Well, but whereas the rising cost, fuel costs is this critical?
Okay, I'm making note of that.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay, number 7, discuss and take action regarding the purchase of a new camera system from the Aprotex Corporation, amount of $8,887 to Bristol County Jail. This agreement, the money's from Stone Garden grant. It's in, we have the money, they're upgrading, they're wanting to upgrade the jail's camera system, which apparently now they can put cameras in the cells. So this is going to allow them to do that. And this is just an approval of the contract. Where the money came from? Stone Garden. It's a grant. So, motion. For a second. Motion and a second to, execute this contract for a camera system in the amount of $88,87. Any discussion? Immediately. Yeah. I don't know if it's not the end of the year, but pretty quick. Garden? No, I think this Aprotex, I think is who's doing it. And it's because it already ties to what they already have. All right, motion and second, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And the big one here is number 8, which is the discussion, take action regarding the scoring and selection of grant administrators for the Colonial Grant. I need to expand this a little bit. We're doing 2 scoring, one for grant administrator and one for engineering and construction. Okay. That's fine. This is going to I know. Is that legal? I'm fine with it. It does say grant administrator. I thought that's what it was until, so when we posted this, it doesn't say it's engineering. Now, we can still score it, we just can't approve it until next year. Okay. All right, And we can store the rest of them. Next time we sit here and store, we just won't announce the construction until next week. But as I read this, we only had one administrator RFP, and that was,
And, the Langsford, you have Redford, and Langsford is also the part.
oh, it is.
They're also granting this. So we have 2 firms that submitted an RFP and 3 firms that submitted an RFP.
Now, Langford, is Langford also a construction though, right?
No, they're just, granted this year,
Yeah, because it says construction proposal.
proposal is the word, RFP proposal.
Okay,
That's just the name of the grant.
all right, so Langford and Grant Works for the 2 that we are looking at today for administration. Okay. I can get that. I did, I needed one word for Langford, yeah, I didn't pick up on that, I thought that was construction. No problem. Administration, I mean, you don't need this. Yeah, I don't need this one. Yeah. So I'm gonna declare a 15-minute recess by the board, come back in and announce the final score. And we will announce the, winner of the administrative grant for, or Columbia grant for the administrator. And then next Tuesday, we'll announce the one for the survey engineer. Okay, so the winner, the number one, rating score, for the administrator was Grant Works of 448. And number two was Langford at 445.28. So Grant Works came in with the better score. And then Grant Works is the one that's slightly biased. I'll make a motion that we accept Grant Works. Second. A motion in a second, to accept Grant Works as the administrator for the Columbia grant. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so moved. There we go. If there's no other business before the court, the next meeting is next Tuesday, the 26th, at 9:30 in the room. Make a motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sports adjourned.